husband and I, when we got married, we were given, a chunk of money for our dollar dance at our wedding. And I remember we went shopping and we picked out this beautiful Terry Redlin picture. And it was of children flying a kite on a beautiful, looked like spring day. And it was just a gorgeous picture. And we've had it hanging in our house since we got married. And probably about a year and a half ago, I stopped by that picture and I looked at it. And I counted the children in there. And in this picture that we bought with our wedding money, there were 4 boys and 4 girls. And that's exactly the family that the Lord has given us. And I just had to chuckle and laugh. It's kind of like the Lord knows these things, and I think He places prophetic pictures for us in our lives just so that we know we're seen by Him. And that He has our times and our days and our seasons, all figured out. He's so good that way. So my picture is still one of my very favorites, and it's even more so now because it's like this extra kiss from the Father. But this last week, He brought to my attention another one of those things. And when I was pregnant with our first little one, I didn't know if it was he or she, but it turns out it was Jacob. And I was designing the nursery for him. I was sewing and doing all these little domestic things because I was very, very eager for him to come and join our family. But one of the things that I made was like a wall hanging, and it was a quilt, and I sewed it all together. But the verse that Johnny and I put on this was, I had it all turned here and my page flipped. John 10:14. Let me find it again here. And the verse says, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. And we have been teaching on parenting probably for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that. But our parenting course is called Value the Voice Parenting, because our heart's desire is that our children learn to hear the Father's voice. Because as they're learning to hear ours and learning to do the childhood things of obeying mom when she asks you to do something, that they're actually practicing to obey and hear the Father's voice. And it is our top parenting priority in our home is to help teach and train our children to hear His voice. This verse goes on to say, just as the Father knows me and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that are not of this sheep pen. I must bring them also. They too will listen to my voice, and there shall be one flock and one shepherd. Part about knowing the shepherd is knowing his voice. And so here we are teaching this key truth about training and teaching our children to hear the Father's voice and to do it. And then I realized, wait a second, that's the verse the Lord gave us before we ever became parents. That our children literally fell asleep under the verse, I am the good shepherd, I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. How good is God? I just love that about Him. He's so into the details of my life, and it just makes me fall in love with Him again and again and again. So I just wanted to extend an invitation to you guys. We're actually doing our parenting course. We haven't taught a live course for quite some time, so we're very excited about this. But we are doing it on April 17th at our home church in Pillager, Minnesota. It's going to be held at the Eden Ministry Center. So if you are interested in hearing, some of the things that the Lord has placed on our heart for parenting, come join us from 10 till 5. You can find out more details at our website, gofam.org. Enjoy the details of the journey of your life and the exploration of their discovery.